final question I've got, really. What advice do you give to a musician who's just starting out, if you like? What's the best thing or best advice you'd give someone who wants to make it big time? And I know that's a bit of an open-ended question.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's a big world out there, but what's the best
I'd say this. And I've done this before to young musicians. I'd say, why? Why do you want to do it? Now, if it's to become famous, it's a tough call these days. If it's to become wealthy, it's a really tough call.
Yeah.
If it's that you love music, okay, that's great. A lot of people do, though. I'm a great believer that to think about music as a tool, possibly as a weapon sometimes, because we're in a time of information overload, opinion overload. And if ever we need music with something to say that offers some hope and some vision and some compassion in the world we live in, it's now. And in actual fact, I think it's never been in shorter supply. There was far more of it in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, a bit in the 90s. And so I would say to young musicians, really think about why you want to do it. Because you know what, if you get a chance to be heard, it's going to be in time and space for a nanosecond. So make it important. Make sure you're prepared, that you know what to say. Because if all you want to say is, you got a sexy body, baby, then you're just going to be one more musician on the song mountain,
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And that mountain is getting very, very high. But if you want to be as important as, I don't mean to say as important as Lennon and McCartney, it's impossible. But if you want to be in that pantheon, then you got to really think about that. Because I was listening to Revolution, and which is a predominantly Lennon song, obviously. It's an amazing lyric.
Yeah.
And it's so profound and poignant for now. It's not, I'm not talking about Imagine. It'd be easy to talk about Imagine or, Sergeant Pepper's or whatever it is. Think everything you do, you got to think about. That's what I say to a young musician. Make it important, make it count. Because if that moment comes, you've got to realize that it won't last forever. So do your best. That's my advice.